Welcome to the Not So Grandstand podcast. We have a 5-man show today, tag teaming. Shout out to Mklengi's debut for this season.
Thank you.
Shout out, welcome to the show, my brother.
Thank you very much.
And welcome to the FU, as we always try and say.
The football universe.
Woo! Welcome to the football universe. Shout out. It's the podcast. It's that time of the day. So, what do we have in store for
But
today?
first of all, just disclaimer: there's a practice for a concert that's happening, so we might get some nice background music, and there's some very windy conditions, blustery.
So the thing is, man and them live in the suburban areas in there. So the people in the country club, they asked man and them to be like, yo, gents, can you
country club?
so, I mean, like, come on, bruh.
Would you like some tea and crumpets?
Come on, bruh. You know what I'm saying? We men's are VIP in the thing in there. So we are doing our podcast closer to that
Country club?
the country club, because country club's down the corner, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. We'll be checking out that concert soon. Tomorrow.
/ today, because that's when the video goes up.
Oh yeah.
Nah, by the video's live. What do you see?
Now they're just gonna know where we are. Right now.
What country club?
Very
They don't
Which
dangerous.
know.
country club? It's a country club.
Where's the country club?
Behind
Yeah.
us.
That way.
In the country.
That way. What country? That way.
The country in the club.
Guys, I swear I hear
South
an
Africa.
animal.
We've said South
Oh.
Africa and Joburg.
Guys, we're outside and there's an animal behind us. Oh my goodness. I heard an animal.
Kiddo's going
It was
We
a-
had an animal.
I heard a lot.
What the fuck that?
Okay, listen. So what we have in store for
That's the
today is
laptop,
let's see. First, let's speak about things happening globally.
Just go poach.
Fans acting up, racism and xenophobia and
Say
abuse.
no to xenophobia.
Yeah, say no to xenophobia, please, guys.
No.
Abuse and all that. Inter have sent a letter out, an open
The-
letter.
Inter fans, the
Inter
Inter
fans.
Ultras.
Yeah.
So not just Inter, but the
Yeah.
Ultras.
Wait, didn't also Lukaku receive a letter from Kalari? No?
Cagliari.
Cagliari.
so.
Kalari.
That was a dope.
I told y'all I heard the animal. But anyway, those people tried to communicate with Lukaku, letting him know when we're making these monkey chants at you, it's not racism, it's Italy. The
Yeah.
monkey chants being aimed at you, it's not racism. And his own fans are like, yo, this is Italy.
Wow.
And the one thing that bothered me the most about that letter, that just shows how dumb those people are,
Yeah.
is basically somewhere in there they just admitted what they were doing was wrong accidentally. They said, and what people do in stadiums is so different than what people will do when you come face to face with someone. Like, okay, wait, so you've admitted now accidentally that you're being racist, and you're being so dumb. So it's like that part that it just shows they're often not the brightest people that are doing such things.
So, who are the people in the board that are sending out these letters? Do you guys know?
On the board?
It was the
the
ultras,
Italians.
the fans.
The
It's just
Ultras.
the ultras.
The ultras.
They speak for all of the fans, or
No, which letter are you talking about?
They speak as the ultras, as the
Yeah.
Inter Ultras.
The Inter fans sent a letter. The Cagliari people sent a letter, right? 2 different letters.
I only know about the Inter one.
The Inter one.
Like people as in the board or people as
No,
in
like the fans. The
fans.
ultras are just like the hectic fans.
Mhm.
So
The
the
Yankee
fans.
supporters.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, we're racist this time.
They're saying
I'm sure that you
No,
when
they
people
say that
here make monkey
distractions.
chants at you or whatever, that's not them. being
That's
racist.
not us being. That's not them being racist. That's them being scared of the goals you might score against them and trying to distract you.
Yeah. So just take it.
Let me ask you this. What does Italy have except for spaghetti?
Pasta.
Yo, let me ask you the question, bro. Because, like, dog, why? Why? You get what I'm saying? Idiots. Idiots. Racist idiots. Pizza
I don't know if that was the best argument against racism.
It's like, get back in the kitchen, you Italians.
What?
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
I don't even know why that's supposed to be offensive, but dang. Everybody
You felt
cooks,
that
bro.
what's going on.
What's going on?
But anyway, yeah.
This is not a letter from the FU Ultras, ne?
This is
That's just Tina alone, ne?
One man against the world, boy.
World with Italy.
Just Tina alone.
We also taken.
No, man, I feel like, look, I was telling you guys earlier on that I think I was speaking to Tino sometime. I feel like with certain things, obviously, you know, like how FIFA monitors everything in football, right?
yeah.
I feel like obviously they've seen this is going all over social media and whatever. And I mean, like, dog, it's 2019. You understand? We shouldn't be allowing such things to happen,
Yeah.
you know. And certain things in football that are stopping football from progressing, you know, and from football being a universal thing where, like, okay, there's issues, we're fighting these issues and whatever. And I feel like, for example, dog, where the posters at the Champions League saying say no to racism is something. You understand? Is something.
Yeah.
But what have they done besides put those posters there?
I mean, it's just the hashtag.
You understand?
And the worst
Yeah.
thing about
They
it
don't
is,
do much.
Cagliari do this frequently. This is not the first time they've done
Yeah,
it.
it's not
But
the first
every
time.
time they get off the hook, and the thing is,
Even
there is
the-
insufficient evidence.
Yeah.
How is there insufficient evidence when there are videos that show these people doing this, making the noises, and they themselves are admitting to it?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we did it,
That's
but you
all
know,
the evidence
we
they
don't
need.
mean it like that. We don't do it in real life. We just do it in the
So me,
So-
I'm like, FIFA or UEFA, what are you guys doing about this? Like, for punishment in football, there's a lot of money. People don't want to lose money. That's why certain rules are just being broken or being left
Yeah.
like that. For example, if let's say City was supposed to face a transfer ban or something like that. Some of those things, they got fined like 300k or something like that. 300k is like Aguero's
Weekly salary.
salary.
Weekly.
That's nothing. That's not even a slap on the hand. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, for example, like these clubs, there's so much money going around in football. Why don't we make the punishments harsher? You understand? Like -3 points for them or something like that.
Yeah.
Make them not play a fixture or whatever, something like that. I don't know, make it
Yeah.
harsh so that the board, the club suffers and that they know that they'll
Don't take it seriously.
Yeah.
take it seriously instead of being like, we didn't see it, whatever. These things are going to continue to happening and it's going to slow down progression in football. Not even progression in football, just like being decent human beings.
Yeah.
Understand?
How do you guys feel about players walking off? Like, if Lukaku had heard the monkey stuff going on, and if he just like...
Yeah, he must walk off.
I agree.
He must walk off, but the club will fine me or whatever. But don't forget, sometimes players have some players I wouldn't say bigger than the club, but they have
Yeah.
a lot of
They have
power.
power,
They
yeah.
have a lot of power
That's
because
what
now
people come to see, the
Yeah.
players.
exactly. If now I'm off, the fans aren't coming to the stadium. The fans are boycotting certain things, whatever, because they want to see me play. They want to see your striker coming there scoring goals. The sporting director, whoever, paid 80 million for whoever. I don't know. They paid a lot of money for that player. Why is he not playing?
Yeah.
Hey, you know
The club is
problem-
losing. You
The
understand?
problem with this is it can't work everywhere. You're talking about a team like Inter with their ultras. The ultras will turn on you. You walked up, get out. Get out. We don't care if you're Icardi, our star striker who scores goals when nobody else can score goals for us. Get out. Get out. So
I don't want to be in that situation is what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
And if
Like-
you turn against, that just shows how racist you are.
Yeah.
no, that's the thing. It's very difficult in some
That's
situations.
racist.
Yeah, and
No,
that's
no, sorry, I don't mean it
yeah,
like
man.
that. Fuck the Italian fans who are racist, who are specifically the racist ones.
Oh, yeah.
Can we edit that? Can we chop that up?
No.
No, you corrected yourself at least, but
Sorry,
Ish.
Yeah. So it would be a very difficult measure
yeah.
because at the end of the day, you're gonna end up hurting yourself because you'll be like, I'm not gonna play. I know on the inside you feel much better, but you're going to feel super garbage the next week when everyone starts having you and they're like, yeah, we don't want you anyway. We'd rather play
Yeah, but then
this
now-
guy, and they will play that guy.
Yeah.
and he'll score a third of the goals you were going to
Yeah,
score.
I would.
But they would cheer him and be like, "We never missed you." Now, at the end of the day, how are you furthering the cause, for example?
You are, because now other players who are minors, a minority, who don't have enough power, for example, who are the same skin color as you, or who are facing the same whatever, will understand. They like, listen, shout out for this guy for paving a way for me. I don't need to put myself in those situations. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Instead of like, yo, Inter is a great club, whatever. It's my dream to play for Inter. Yo, but they're racist. Let me. And
Yeah,
then
but-
someone walks off who's like, yo, I didn't enjoy. A kid who then sees Lukaku or whoever walking off and not playing will then realize, hey, look, I enjoy football. Let me not put myself in those situations by going to play for that club, whatever.
But the thing is, that
Understand?
doesn't solve the problem.
It doesn't.
That just means no black people want to play for Inter.
Can
So
I
I
say
feel like
that's not a
that
solution,
isn't. I feel like it's just protecting the people who are subject to racist abuse
Yeah,
from
yeah.
racist abuse rather than stopping actual
racism.
racist abuse.
Okay,
altogether.
that's why I was like certain players.
But still, it's just if Cristiano Ronaldo was black and suffered racist abuse and he did it, it's for that's sorting it out for the players.
Yeah.
Can I
But
say
then
one
don't.
point?
So sorry. If let's say for example, Cristiano Ronaldo was facing that similar situation, you know how he has image rights
Yeah.
and his value. For example, he's bigger than Juventus. If I
Yeah.
may put it like that.
Yeah, he is.
You understand? And it's not gonna be every player, but image rights are really important for certain clubs and players. Understand? So if that player is not on the field for a certain time or doing
Yeah.
certain things, campaigns, whatever, the club's value decreases to some degree. The club is not earning that, whatever. They're not making those certain whatever.
Yes.
And now don't forget, football is about business and profits
Yeah.
and whatever. So certain clubs will lose, and I think when certain clubs lose that, they will then realize, yo, I need to
Yeah.
Do something.
do
So
something
it just
about
means
this.
it's more about making the clubs take it seriously.
But this is a very
That's what you were
idealistic.
saying.
This is a very idealistic argument.
Yeah.
How many players are there? How many players who are like people of color have the power to say, I'm going to walk off the field, and
It's
me
gonna-
walking off is
yeah.
going to hurt everybody. Suli Muntari did it before at Inter,
And
walking off the
Balotelli.
field. Balotelli
Kevin
did it
Prince.
before. Yeah, I was listening.
I was
Go
helping
ahead,
you.
go ahead.
Thank you. But anyway, they did it, and the market didn't crash. It wasn't like, oh my goodness, what are we going to do now?
Yeah.
It's like, no, he's not playing. Nicolas Burdisso, not that Nicolas Burdisso was, I'm just giving an example. Go fill the hole, and
Italian football crashed for a while. Think about it.
So
Because
you think
Italy
that-
was really sad. Italy didn't do great for a while.
But I don't think that has to do with.
No,
Okay,
he crashed
okay.
emotionally.
Yes,
so it was
no,
like,
Balotelli. Yes, I'm not saying.
you know.
so
Yeah, so-
Where to then?
So Spoo, basically what you're saying is because Balotelli did that, his career messed up, which is the problem.
no, Smooth saying he did that, and all of Italian football.
Yeah, no, I'm
crashed.
just saying we
Yeah,
can't
it
say
didn't
that.
help Italian football. So
Yeah,
being
it-
racist is not really
South Africa
smart
did beat
for,
them once upon a time.
you know, for your footballing growth as a nation. Understand? Because they're playing one of their own, if you think about it.
Yeah, but
what
it's-
I wanted to, sorry, yes. What I wanted to say was, the whole concept of walking off the field, right? The way I see it is, okay, you as a player can't do much, bro. You have very limited power
Yeah.
because you have all these corporations and you have the fans and you have everybody just like looking at you. The only thing that you can do, the only thing that's in your power to stop this thing is walking off. And yeah, it might not be the perfect solution or whatever. But you can't complain without doing something, I believe
Yeah.
that, right? So walk off, bro. Or make your stand in some other way, miss a penalty. Or you get what I'm saying? Like do
Ooh.
something to say
Your
like,
name is gonna be all over the media for missing
bruh,
that penalty.
what I'm saying, yeah,
Hands up
exactly.
when you-
Miss it. Champions League fight.
But
Make it
wait,
cycle.
if you miss the penalty,
Then it's
now it's
racist.
your fans that are mad,
Yeah.
even though there are issues. The race abuse was coming from the other guys.
Okay, maybe missing the penalties there are.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, right, like, okay, walking off. Walking off doesn't hurt anybody to say, look, I'm not playing this week. Or I'll do that. If you believe in it that strongly, look, I understand this is where you make your money, whatever. right? But if you believe in it that strongly and you believe in the stand that you're making, walk off, bro.
Yeah.
Stand, and that club will stand with you. And if it doesn't,
Yeah, there's
then,
certain players and clubs that
yeah, because
Oh,
bro,
yeah.
Inter
Yeah,
will never
'cause
be like.
didn't AC do that as well? Like a few players walked off when Balotelli and Kevin Prince Sporting were facing bad at some point.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
Google it. Yeah.
Regardless of, let's say Inter doesn't back Lukaku, right? Everybody else is looking at Inter now like,
Yeah.
oh,
So
you're
this is
doing
what
that.
they do, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? You're saying no to racism, but you're doing that. You get what I'm saying? And I believe that in a world where this is all, the players will stand with their guy. Maybe not Lukaku, who's been there for a long time, but
Don't
if
forget that just months ago, a certain centre back at Piemonte Calcio, I will not name them, I'll call them Piemonte Calcio, didn't stand with one of
their
his
like,
own.
yeah,
So
Yeah.
Wow.
this isn't even years ago.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
this
get
was
you. I
the
get you.
podcast we recorded a couple months ago.
Yeah.
That's why that kid left.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Piemonte
Yeah.
Calcio.
So I
Yes.
feel like there isn't enough individual player power. It's more up to the clubs and then also the club captains. Like,
Harry Kane.
shout out Harry Kane
Yeah.
for
Shout
saying
Yeah.
next time it happens, he's gonna walk his whole team off the field. That can do
Yeah.
something.
Yeah,
I feel like
straight.
that is the best way. Not just the person suffering the abuse, but
Yeah.
everybody.
Everybody.
Including the other
Including,
teams.
and including the coach too.
Yeah, including
Stand with your team, bro.
everybody
If
should
you're the
be.
manager, no.
Yeah.
Because if
Deal
these
with
people
this,
paid
man.
to watch football, and you deny them that, then that's
Yeah, so that's what people want the most, and also
Yeah.
then so it's for the captains, they have a lot of power, so I feel like that's a good way to do it. And then it's just the clubs have to take a lot more initiative to like punish people.
Yeah.
So one thing that isn't racism, but it's one example that isn't racist, but it's fans getting out of order. There was, I don't know if anyone of you has seen this.
Hooliganism.
There was a time where in Rangers versus Celtic, so there's that. The captain for Celtic, I forgot his name now. Scott Brown, yeah. He was walking back onto the bus. So then, recently his sister died from cancer, and then one of the fans shouted to him, "How's your sister?" So that's just an example of fans getting really out of order. So, but then the fans that were like around him pointed him out immediately, and now that guy has a lifetime ban from attending any Rangers games.
Nice.
So it's just it's
Yeah.
just you need to, because people want to watch football, so then they won't do that if
Okay,
If
what
they
if
punish
you didn't know that the sister died?
no, he knew.
no.
He knew.
That's the only reason you would be saying that as an
Yeah.
opposing fan.
Oh, opposing fan.
Yeah, it's not his
Oh,
own fan.
okay,
It's an
okay.
opposing fan, so
Ooh.
he's just getting under his skin, being a
besides-
disgusting human being.
Wow.
How often have you seen a player and thought, "I wonder how his sister is"?
Yeah.
You don't think? Yeah.
Name
So-
bro, all the time.
Wow.
Wait for February.
Be injured again.
But yeah.
Quickly, side note: Neymar's might be a little bit weird relationship with his female family members. All the stuff with his sister. He rubbed his mom's ass when they were hugging. And it was just
Some Brazilian thing, eh?
yeah. So
That's racist now, get it?
Wow.
What? No, what?
Wow.
That's
No.
racist.
It's not a
You
Brazilian
said it's a
thing.
Brazilian thing.
that's
I
not.
know-
It's not a racist one.
No,
It's
no,
like
no,
you
no.
don't.
He said,
Yeah,
No,
It's
no,
some
he-
Brazilian thing. That's insulting and entirely. It's like saying, "Oh, Brazil's incestual."
oh,
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought he meant like his mom is a Brazilian team. He wasn't like, that's why he did it. I thought that's what he,
Of course she is.
that's what he meant. I thought that's what I understood from that. That's what I understood from that.
But yeah, but basically back to the main point. It's just clubs have to do a lot more. Like the Cagliari, the club has to
Yeah.
identify those fans, lifetime ban. Because then you're there to watch football. You're not mainly there to be racist.
Mm.
You're there to watch football, and if there's black people on the other team, you will be racist.
Like, okay, I don't know. Maybe those people really aren't racist, and they're just doing it just to make you upset. But that should
No,
not
but
be a
that-
thing they can do. You
that
can
is
do
racism.
anything. Like, no, I'm just saying, like, what they mean, like, in real life, when you meet face to face,
Yeah, I
we're
know,
not gonna
they-
be like that. So I'm like, even if you're not gonna be like that in real life,
Yeah,
but like the
It's-
mere fact that you're gonna try to antagonize me by
being
Being
racist,
racist?
because it's
Yeah.
still racist what they're doing.
yeah,
If they weren't
So-
racist in person, face to face, okay, fair enough, nice, good job. No, but if you're racist in uniform, you're racist.
Yeah.
It's not like, well, I'm racist here, but normally I'm not racist. I'm not racist.
I'm racist occasionally.
Yeah,
No,
I just
no.
dip my toe in racism sometimes. You know?
Just on the weekends, you know.
Yeah.
Every
When
now and
Lukaku
then.
gets a penalty, it was
Yeah, and then I just make a little. That was a bad monkey sound, but.
You need to
I
get
thought
to
it was a
the-
dolphin sound.
That's like with Rihanna.
So yeah, say no to racism. Or xenophobia. Speaking of xenophobia, there has been an outbreak.
Watch out.
Like it's a rash.
For real, bro. It's a disease. It's a
It's
mental
spreading.
disease.
It's spreading.
What did that guy say? It's a neurological.
Yeah, man. Inside joke, but yeah, it's a neurological disorder.
Yo, I can see why that was funny.
You can't because it's an inside joke. What do you mean?
Doing the AKA Burna Boy thing.
Oh no, it's
No.
fine.
Okay, cool.
No.
I went. So yeah, guys, say no to racism.
Xenophobia.
Please, and xenophobia.
And gender-based violence.
And what the
Yes.
Dortmund fans?
Yes.
It was Semitism, right?
Anti-Semitism as well. That's one of
Yeah.
them.
Shout out to you guys.
Yo, this man just. Anyway, something funny happened. No, it has nothing to do with any of that. I'm just trying to lighten up the mood.
Please.
I just read somewhere today that the reason Thomas Rosicky was so active, even you know how, as a player, he'd be 36 years old and still
Yeah.
running up and down, but then he'd disappear for long spells. Man say he was going to rehab. He wasn't injured. He was going to rehab because he had an addiction to cocaine. I don't know how true this is, but that's why.
That's why he was running around like that.
I doubt it.
I'm like, who knows?
I don't know if they would have how would he have avoided all the tests?
Yeah.
No. He was going
He was
to rehab.
clean.
So they checked and they're like, yo, let's
Been
keep
clean
this.
for 2 months.
Let's keep this on the low.
Cause like, it's
Thomas
not like
did it again, bro.
Yeah, technically
He's
it's
on the back of
recreational.
my Dortmund shirt.
That makes
no, but
sense,
like
yeah.
if you go to rehab for like 2 months, cause he'd be injured for like long spells.
Substantial amounts of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you like go to rehab for like 2 months, you're clean, right?
Yeah. Pretty
And
much.
then when you go and play soccer, you're still clean. It's like not in your system. You can pass the test.
So,
Yeah.
but then you're saying that like he would like get back from rehab and go, okay, on the weekend, ready to go.
Maybe he just couldn't help it. He'd be like,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
clean for a
it's-
bit.
And also,
Or maybe like match day.
yeah,
I mean, Maradona used to pass the test.
Yeah, I don't know
So
about like
fabric
drug
test.
tests because I'm not a drug addict, but like maybe they do it specifically for
That
performance.
sounds like
enhancement.
something a drug addict would say.
That sounds like something a drug addict would say to someone who's not a drug addict. Whoa.
Maradona wasn't.
Someone's getting a little
for that, and they
defensive.
still kicked him out of the World Cup.
For real.
Yeah.
What happened?
Maradona wasn't using coke to enhance his performance, but they still
Oh,
kicked him
yeah.
out.
No, the point that
94,
I'm saying,
yeah.
the point that I'm saying is like maybe the tests that they were using at the time
We're
only
strictly
picked up.
for.
Yeah, because like you know you can. only
Maradona,
get-
what was it for? So, no, the 94 one. Wasn't it overweight? What was it? I'm confused. Was it cocaine?
Mm. Why do you think I'm doing?
Wait, but didn't you
So
just
it's
say
really
before,
allergies.
didn't you just say Maradona wasn't using cocaine and they kicked him out of the World Cup?
No.
What did you say?
I
Did you
said-
say that?
Yeah.
He wasn't using it for performance enhancement.
Oh,
He was just using it.
But yeah,
Oh,
but
okay.
they still kicked him out.
Did we have that conversation about like how we feel about performance enhancement in sport?
We kind of did.
Yeah, that's
Kinda.
kind of with the trans thing.
That was
was the-
Let this go online.
It did-
Let
it
this
did-
go online.
It didn't
Yeah,
go-
please. This is the time. We have like 3 minutes till half time.
3 minutes.
Till halftime.
Yeah.
And that's when.
Thomas said the T word.
I don't know what the T word is to begin with.
Okay, no, performance enhancing.
Yeah, like how do we feel about performance
How
enhancement
do you
in terms of like sports? Do you think like
Ooh.
if it makes people better?
Ooh.
Listen, if it, I don't agree or disagree, but I'm saying like if you're telling me that you're gonna get to the pinnacle as a sports person and you're gonna perform at your best, if everybody's taking performance enhancement drugs, right? Checked by a physician, right? And you get the program that's best for you as an individual, as a person, right? Wouldn't that be more equal than?
No.
Well, it doesn't matter about more equal. It's just more. So I feel like there can be a league competition, something where it's like, okay, this is the drug version, where it's just like everyone can do whatever they want. Not whatever they want. Whatever is safe to a certain degree. Whatever is like been on the whatever rules and regulations of that league.
Cocaine.
so that people don't like just kill themselves every week.
Yeah.
We definitely need a crackhead league, bro.
I mean,
boys.
It's just not
Help
safe,
it,
man.
boys.
It's not safe. Sports where people, abuse steroids and type of stuff like that to boost their performance. Tragedies, bro. You have wrestlers
Eddie
dying.
Guerrero, Viva la Resa.
I was gonna say
Viva
Chris
RIP.
Benoit. Let's not talk about Eddie. Chris Benoit, who was
Ish.
on the watch list of the DEA. No,
What's
they
the
look at
DEA?
people who sell drugs, but they were looking at him because he was just buying too much.
Hectic.
So you don't want that kind of stuff in football, in the beautiful game, man. Even if it is just in one league where
I
everybody
feel like it
does
would
that.
be better if it's like not even better. It'd just be more like obvious to see the difference in like Olympic things like timed sprints, long jump, javelin, shot.
And have us as commentators.
What a jump!
What I'm saying is, if we're saying that way about like performance enhancing substances, how do you guys feel about like, let's say, bionic limbs in the future?
How do we feel about bionic limbs?
Yeah.
Cut! Action! You make me feel wrong. Bionic limbs. It's close enough, bro.
You did everything. You did
It's close enough.
action. Nice.
Okay, bionic limbs.
Sorry, it's inside jokes.
Yeah.
But it's not.
It
It's
is now.
demonetized now. Can't blur that out. We don't have the budget.
But yeah,
Yet.
even if we did have the budget,
For
We
bionic
wouldn't
limbs
blur
or
because
for
we
the
stay-
blur?
we stay true
Oh yeah, we stay true.
to ourselves.
Yeah. Fuck the system.
I'm not gonna do it again. Mama might watch.
okay,
Yeah, bionic limbs. I feel like that would kind of be boring for a league. Just
Yeah.
nah.
Yeah. Anyways, next topic.
Again, it'd just be the best robot wins then. And it's
Yeah,
like-
yeah. And then
We all saw that Nike advert of
the football. Yeah.
the one where it's like they make like clones or whatever of the guys, and then like what was it? David Luiz, Zlatan, all those guys. What was the slogan though?
I don't know.
I
Something.
can't remember, but
Something
that
cool.
was before the 2014 World Cup.
Risk it all. Something like
Risk,
that.
risk
It
it
was
all.
nice.
That one,
Dare to dream.
Dare to dream.
It was nice.
something like that, you
Do
know.
you see David Luiz's touchline clearance
Mm.
save thing?
And then he passes it to Ronaldo. And Ronaldo goes. Then he says Neymar. Then he says Zlatan. Then Zlatan says, "Pop back heel in the air." Then he says, "Pop, pop, pop, pop." Then Ronaldo gets it at the end and he goes, "Fra, pop."
But I just like to point out how Spoo really did just celebrate something a Chelsea player did in the fake Nike advert where it wasn't even him.
Ah, he did it in real life, even, gents.
He did it
Multiple times.
He
Multiple times. Oh, respect us.
and he's actually shocked like,
He totally did that. Chances,
David Luiz has done goal line clearances where he just slid in the way
Yeah.
and kicked the ball
And you
out.
know-
Yeah, I'm
Like a
talking
classic
about that.
defender.
That's why the ad was there.
Man,
Two
talking
people,
about-
there were two people
No, no,
behind
no,
him.
guys,
He
no,
pushed
no,
the
no.
ball this way, Papa, and knocked it over his
No, I'm
head.
laughing now. You guys are just
respect us.
stretching this.
What do you see?
You're looking.
No, it's
you're
fine.
looking-
We all
you're
watched
trying-
it. You've all
Oh,
seen what just happened.
Yeah, no,
Away.
you guys are trying to.
Away.
No one's
This is what's
pretending.
happening. This is what's
We all know
happening.
what just happened.
No, no,
except
stop.
Spoo.
Don't
I
judge
just
me.
like
You know.
watched the ad. It was really nice, ne? And
Yeah.
if we look at the ad, ne? the basis of all those players doing whatever they did is because they do a version of that in real life.
Yes, they stick to their sort of character attributes, but
Aware, thank you.
yeah. So
And I was just saying, I'm like, oh, do you see how David Luiz did that in the ad? He's also done that in real life.
So is Ronaldo. Step overs. Wait.
Yeah.
but that one,
What's
he
your
hasn't
point?
done, he hasn't done that one in real life.
Yeah.
He's just done goal line clearances.
Yeah.
Then why did you
That's the
act-
basis of it. It's not like that's an extreme like.
Then why did
no,
you?
just-
Oh, when we said he.
No, this guy's doing it again. He knows what he meant the
Yeah,
first time.
yeah,
Now he's changing.
he knows.
Don't
He's
push
like-
it to
No,
the
no, no,
side.
no, no,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
no, wait,
yeah.
no, gents, no, no.
Wow.
We can do
Doing this podcast for years now.
is,
I don't
years.
have time for this.
okay,
I
wait,
don't
this is
have
what I'm
time
trying
for
to say. This is what, okay.
We
My
know what
initial
you're trying to
intention,
do.
nah?
You're just trying to.
No, you guys misunderstood me.
No, we understood
Yes, you did.
bro.
No, you do it a lot of times. I don't like it. That's what's happening. And it's tough. I'm just saying, hey, yo, do you see how he did that? Papa? Maybe I didn't use the correct words.
So he does the papa.
No! The thing that he did is a goal line clearance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he does that in real life.
Yes.
Away.
Okay. Thank
Oh,
you for
okay.
changing your statement. Anyway.
No!
Thank you
Yes.
for qualifying your statement.
It's fine. It's fine. We've all watched it. We
Yeah.
all know what just happened.
Thank you for qualifying
So
your statement.
away.
We
What
appreciate
does that mean?
We get it.
I don't understand what you mean by
No.
qualifies my
Ooh,
statement.
this is not important to the topic.
Qualify what qualifying your statement is.
You know what is important to this podcast? Discussing something that has something to do with football.
Which, back to
When?
fans.
Fans.
So, the next topic is best and worst fans in the Premier League.
United fans, but as soon as you mention
so-
something, they want to
so-
stretch it. Bro. Yes! Yes!
So, Spoo, you can start us off. Who is the best and worst fans?
In the Premier League,
Yeah.
the best. Let's see. Earlier on, you guys were speaking about Burnley fans.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
how like Burnley has terrible football, in which they do.
It's bad.
But the support, Ashbra, is dead. No one likes Burnley football. the
And
way
Sean
they
Dyche.
play. You understand?
It's
but they
growing on me
support.
this season. I'm sorry, but yeah. To be completely
not
honest,
bad.
it's growing on me.
I
It's growing
get
on me.
It's just because it's actually Barnes.
Yeah.
But there's
Man,
my
he wants
boy.
Barnes to keep scoring for his fantasy team.
Have you seen the next four fixtures? Oh,
Long
look
as
at this
they're starting out
Who's
with
against?
him.
Huh? Brighton, Norwich, Villa, Everton, or something like that.
Oh, actually, Barnes.
Barnes is taking
Barnes.
the golden
Triple
boot.
captain.
So, but in any case, my point is, Burnley's football is not the most attractive football, but their fans are really loyal and they stick to it. Even like in the UEFA Champions League or UEFA the best whatever award ceremony, whatever, there was some guy who won an award for something. I almost said fair play.
I actually think that might have been the award.
No.
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 Fair play.
Man, how is he playing fair?
Fair play is just something that you say nowadays.
Sportsmanship.
Fair play to him. Fair play. Fair play.
I think you need to qualify that statement.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Damn.
Ooh.
Please
I
stop
think
stretching my
it's-
words, guys.
United fans, bro. So guys, I do agree.
Stop.
Burnley's fans,
Cream of the crop.
Wait. Yeah, continue.
another class like Post Malone. Sean Dyche went to a concert and he was talking about it in the press conference before the Liverpool game.
Mhm.
And he's like, Post Malone was another class.
What?
A man
It's
of
like
taste.
he uses like coaching terminology about players, like in real life, just normally.
Another class.
Thanks, honey. This dude was another class.
So yeah,
Oh.
21 Pilots are phenomenal, they were great, love the music. Post Malone was another class. So yeah, Post Malone is the Patrick Vieira of like live performances.
What does that mean?
Wow. We were talking about
Shout out
Patrick
to
Vieira
Arsenal
was
for
also
that.
another class boy. That man had a 93 rating in FIFA 05. I just found out today.
Speaking of Guardiola, got a 90 rating.
Yeah, the new
Shocking.
FIFA.
Disgusting.
Too high, too low.
Too high.
What? Yo.
I mean-
Icon ratings are all boosted.
Yeah, but still,
Pele's got a 99 one. Maradona 98.
people are talking about the GOATs though.
Yeah.
Zidane,
Zidane got what,
96.
95?
96 is his highest.
So, Pep
Drogba and
was,
Essien are in there.
Essien's highest is a 90. Drogba's is I think 90.
How?
Essien
Also,
and
did you
Drogba.
see a stat that today? So this is really unrelated. It's just hilarious.
Mhm.
Lord Bittner outscored Drogba in the 2008-2009 Premier League season.
That man scored about 6 at you.
So
I
what's
don't
your
know.
point?
I think
So
it
what's
was
your
six.
No,
point?
the thing is, I don't know. I'm just wondering, like, does anyone know, was Drogba like
He
injured?
was
that
injured,
year?
yeah.
Yes,
Do you know that, or are you just saying that to save
I
face
know
with
at
the
some
guy
point
who
he was
should have
injured.
been?
I know it.
It's
I
like-
know
it's
there was a
like-
season.
I know there was a season where he was
Okay, so
injured. Then
whatever.
he came back, boom!
Six he comes again.
Okay, so basically,
Big games!
I don't know what that stat means, because I didn't like look into it or whatever. But whatever,
Yeah,
yeah, just that's out there for you to qualify however you want.
What I'm saying is Drogba has 2 seasons where he scored 6 Premier League goals. So, I don't know what we're talking about.
No, that was just a completely unrelated thing.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but all I know is now I know. In one of those 6 goal seasons, Bentner scored more than him.
Hectic.
Now we'll make.
Lord Bednar, come on,
Lord
respect
Bednar.
him.
Yo, did you see that video of him
The
training?
Copenhagen one.
Oh!
It's like he's doing it on purpose.
He's
He
missed
has
every
to.
shot.
I've never seen like, bro, he hits the post, bah! Like he's doing it on purpose. It's precision, man. There's no way.
You see,
dog.
he's just doing it for the cameras. Then when he comes to the for the game, he's like, hat trick.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Lord.
him. You know, he joined, and by the time it was the next day, Copenhagen had sold all their shirts.
Yeah.
Like they sold everything. So shout out to Lloyd Bentner. Nice. That man.
Okay, but yeah, back to the actual topic. So Spook to
Oh
decide.
yeah, that Burnley guy, ne, there's he won an award at that
UEFA.
yeah,
Awards.
for running to Burnley's all of Burnley's away games last season, and that money went to charity. So shout out to him. He's clearly dedicated. You know, I mean, like, why would you go across the country
For Burnley.
For Burnley, bro? You understand what I'm saying? Running
Action.
from your house, running. You understand what I'm saying? So, and then who else? Burnley's up there. Liverpool.
Okay, have you decided? Because I have mine.
Oh yeah,
If
you
you're
can
not
go.
ready?
You can go. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll start off with best. I think it's between two for me. Between Leicester and Newcastle. Leicester, just because I feel like it's all very wholesome there.
Yeah.
Everyone's it's just nice. You just go there, you have a good time.
Except
You,
God,
you enjoy it. No, Leicester fans. It's just
Yeah,
the whole club feels. It's just nice, you know. I feel like you just can't be sad when you're there, even if they lose. It's nice. And then the other one's maybe the best is Newcastle. I feel like they have a ridiculous amount of support, and the way that they support is so quality. Even though they go through so much shit with under Mike Ashley, like the way that they're so passionate about Newcastle itself. Lots of them actually boycott the games because of that. They just do all of that stuff. So for me, it's between those two, and I don't know who to give it to. For worst, for me, it's easily Arsenal fans. Maybe not in Plingen, maybe so. We'll see. So my point for this
Arsenal
is
who? Arsenal what?
Arsenal Black
Listen,
Squad.
man,
No. So basically, it's just those guys are the biggest flip flops in the universe. So it's just
Yeah, I think that's enough now. Thank you. Yeah, man.
clearly I'm speaking truth. The truth hurts, hey.
It's touching. It's
I
touching.
don't know if they're the biggest flip flops, considering.
Can I finish?
No, I thought you were done. The man said.
No, I'm not done. He
got
just
you
wants
for-
me to be
Oh
done.
yeah, I thought.
I'm not
I
done.
thought he was the authority.
Hold up, hold up.
What
hold
is he
up.
doing? So it's just, Lacazette scores, Aubameyang scores, they win against Brighton, they're the happiest fans in the world. Then they draw, then they just hate everyone. Emery out, Aubameyang sucks, sell him, play Nketiah up front. Then the next week they hate everyone, the next week they love, the next week they hate, the next week they love them. It's just like,
Love hate thing, yes.
it's just
Simple, you know.
yeah, simple,
You don't win,
So they-
you're not happy.
They don't show up to games. The stadium's empty a lot. They only support when it's going well. Like the atmosphere in that stadium is, unless it's like in the North London Derby when they're coming back from the game, then it's crazy. But it's just like I feel like I couldn't. It'd be difficult for me to have a decent conversation with lots of Arsenal fans, as I said. Maybe not in Plingen. Because, he's made it to the podcast, so clearly that means something, We have respectable people on this. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Do you know?
Sips on the water. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, but that's that for me. Now I'm done. Plingen.
Thomas next.
Yeah, Thomas next, yeah.
Why am I next?
You had something.
You had something to say.
No, I just wanted to add on to what you were saying. So it wasn't my thing. I was just
Add
gonna
on.
say,
Yeah, it was so good.
there are some fans who go to every match, right? They go, but they're garbage when they're there. They're garbage when they're there, and sometimes they're garbage when they leave. Some of you guys might know Chelsea fans suck. They don't support their players. Okay, they don't really have problems with their players. It's the management. They can't support a manager. They don't know what that's like. You guys will have a terrible manager, and you back him like, you know what? I think if we give him 5 more games, it's gonna come good. Chelsea will lose 2 games, and it's almost as bad as Arsenal. Only I think Arsenal do it as a joke. At this point, they'll be like, aha, Emery out as a meme. Chelsea will mean it with their whole heart. We don't want this guy. The guy is taking you from like 8th place to 4th place, and you're in the Europa League final. We hate him so much. we hate him so much. And like, you guys had someone do that to your team, and you were like, yes, finally, things are looking up. So I feel like I'm gonna have to give it to Chelsea.
Chelsea fans is the worst fans.
I think I'm gonna have to give it to them today, just so we can have a different answer. Most of the Chelsea fans don't really know how to use their words properly. You know, and just they'll be like, "Yeah, I said," and we mean world class. Like, yeah,
Luis, pa.
yeah,
all the
pa,
time, every
Luis.
time.
He does it regularly, multiple times.
Multiple times.
So yeah, Chelsea fans, there's a very strange bias where they love their players and defend their players, but they hate everybody else and they're quick to turn against you. I don't know how they never turned against, you know, the guys that were actually terrible people at their clubs. Like, you know, they love terrible people. Maybe that's just what they are. Like, you know, I don't want to. It's so difficult to speak about them and not say mean things.
No, speak.
Yeah.
That's the point. Saying anything.
I
Just
think they love.
here.
I think they love terrible people because they are terrible people.
Who was terrible? Lampard.
Chelsea
No,
fans.
Chelsea.
Who are
Like,
terrible
you know when
people?
Terry is being trashed?
Yeah.
It's like we'll ride for our guy. Ride for our guy. And when someone else just comes through and it's just, you know, he doesn't really like those kind of people, it won't work. Rafa Benitez could never work at Chelsea because he's not a terrible guy, for example. So I think I'm going to give it to Chelsea, and for the best fans, I'm still going to give it to Burnley. Man, Burnley fans, that football is horrible. It's the worst, but they show up and they cheer, and Barnes scores, and it's like,
It's enough.
yeah, it's enough. And they survive somehow.
They always survive.
No one likes Sean Dyche.
But
Besides
everybody,
you.
yeah.
Yeah, but everybody else, if you're not a Burnley fan, you don't like their football. So I'm going to give it to them. They show up, they support. Yeah, I'm done. I think Smooth's mad now.
We'll see. Worst fans.
Liverpool the worst fans.
Always want a little.
I'm not bad. I'm just surprised. You said like to be honest, you said something about like bad, terrible managers. Like
No. Oh yeah, I
No,
said
no,
other
no,
teams
no.
will have terrible managers, and they'll still be more patient with them. You guys are so.
well, I just think. Oh no.
Yeah, we
let's
strive
go.
and change. Yeah. It's okay to strive and change.
Let me go now. Thank you. I'm going to say I have a little presentation prepared. Not well prepared, but it's prepared. You know, I was going to say City, but City don't have any fans. Yeah. See, I was also going to go Liverpool.
Worst fans?
Yeah, worst fans. This is worse because like you were saying, terrible people. When Suarez did that racist shit, none of them called him out. They didn't have any, and you didn't have any apology. There was none of that shit. You guys were, and there was a time where you would come to our stadiums and you'd sing songs about the homies who died in the plane crash. Yeah, we don't forget.
talk.
I've seen the videos.
Yeah,
I
talk.
wasn't there, but yeah. You know what we got. You know what I'm saying?
Don't worry.
And I understand
We'll
that. I
also
understand that that's rivalry. You know what I'm saying?
No,
It was
worry.
just a little bit of shitty behavior.
Wasn't
But
that
I'm not
like?
gonna-
When
No.
was that?
That was like in early 2000s, bro.
Okay.
That's still.
You're supporting people biting us here.
He wanted that. Like he just.
I know.
Oh,
All
wait.
I'm gonna say is,
Yeah.
don't act like we haven't had tragedies of our own and you haven't been singing them.
What did we sing
Ooh,
about?
intense now.
What did we sing about? Name it. I named
Can we
it.
not like discuss the entire
Yeah,
history
I'm
of the
just
club?
saying.
We're talking about now.
Yeah, and I'm
guys,
also
let
talking
them discuss it.
Oh wait. Also, we know how
So-
they like to hold on to the past, which we are doing too. I don't like it, but we do it. But anyways, Chelsea sucks. Arsenal sucks. Arsenal sucks because bruh, they're so fucking. Hey, Arsenal. I'm sorry,
Why are you
bro.
skipping Chelsea? You said
Chelsea sucks because
Arsenal sucks because
he said all.
okay.
Arsenal sucks because
No, but
you know
don't
what?
take. You must say your own things.
Bruh, he said
Also,
okay.
I only said Chelsea so we could have a different answer. I didn't want, you know.
But what is your actual answer then?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give my actual answer off camera.
Chelsea sucks because Chelsea sucks. Arsenal sucks because Arsenal sucks. My pick for worst fans goes to United because they're ununified, they're ungrateful, and half of us can't get together to form an opinion on something. I feel like we suck in general. I dislike it. I dislike how people treat Paul Pogba specifically. That's why I'm really saying this. Because how can you disrespect the best player at your club, bro? It's disgusting. There was a stat that came out that said he was the only player in the league who won the ball more than 30 times and created more than 10 chances or something like that. The only player in the league. Only player who's creating more chances is De Bruyne. And because De Bruyne has that attack, it's disgusting, man. So fuck you guys, United fans. You guys all suck.
F-word.
Yeah, you're spoiled, and that's what I'm leaving it at. Not you, Hudson, specifically, because Hudson has good opinions. You know what I'm saying, Hudson? Yeah, Hudson is a better United fan than me in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Because Hudson is, what do you call this thing when you think
Logical.
stuff? Logical. You know what I'm saying? I'm ruled by passion. You know, so I'm dumb, bro. I'll say like we can lose 5-0 now, and I'll still be we'll win tomorrow. You get what I'm saying? But the treatment of certain players isn't nice. You know, I don't like what they're doing with Lingard. Some people, it's either you love Lingard or you hate Lingard. You know what I'm saying? And you can't be on any side other than that. You know, where I feel like, we can do better, guys. We can do better, and we deserve better. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say.
I think we should leave it there.
Burnley.
What? Wow.
Burnley best fans.
Okay, I don't want to be the guy that attacks Man United all the time.
No, but yeah, we don't
Oh, but
understood.
you already are that
No,
guy.
no,
You're gonna change it.
I don't attack you guys. The thing is,
Okay, you can be the guy that speaks about United that doesn't like to speak about United.
what does it even mean? I speak about
It's
freaking
like
Burnley.
qualified.
Freaking Burnley, boy. Burnley is.
Please respect my second team.
But yeah, you were saying Tama continue like this.
No, I was gonna praise the kind of fans you guys are. no, not Man United fans. You two specifically. You're
Aw.
logical when you need to be logical, but you're still passionate enough. It'll be like things are bad now, but you're still gonna captain a United player in your fantasy team. Because we still have that.
That's disgusting. You didn't need to say that, but I will.
So
coming
yeah,
back. Wait for
I'm
January. Wait for January.
January, boys.
Mm.
It's gonna be a big month for the FU. January.
That's January.
No, from January onwards, boy.
I see.
Positivity, bruh. We're gonna lose 7 games in a row.
Then
I'm
bounce back.
happy. Hey.
Something funny is happening. No one said anything, and it has nothing to do with this. I just want to put it out there. Guys, that logo of the World Cup is horrible.
It's disgusting.
Bad, bro.
It is terrible. And I saw a picture with like the logos for like all of the World Cups, and like it's one of the worst ones.
It's the worst of
No,
this
no, there
century.
was a worse one. I think there was one in Argentina. Where they had like
Which was?
just a soccer ball. You know the standard soccer ball when you picture it, like
That
the
was
white
back
and
in
black
the day,
patches.
yeah.
It's back in the day, so you know, fair enough. It's
Except
back
so
in the
weird.
day, but it's still worse. And
That
you
sounds
just had
nice
like
to me.
no. It was just a ball, like you know the ones that they give in coloring books that you
Yeah.
color in. That's
Mhm.
2D. It was just one of those ones, and then like some lines around it, and they didn't even connect. It's hideous.
It's minimalism.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, no, some of them were minimalist.
Yeah,
But
but
they
that
were
was
nice.
just.
Oh,
This one's alright, you know. This one.
Okay, your fans, go.
That one's cool. That one's
USA.
cool. That one is fun.
USA.
Wow.
USA.
USA sucks.
The USA song.
Yo,
Some booty boys.
best fans has to go to Liverpool versus Man United. Then
I explained.
Hectic no reason to Liverpool. And it's
Explain.
I explained.
I don't really want to go
Well,
too
that's
much.
okay. Then why are you on the podcast?
Just like that.
I want to sink into my chair, but I kind of can't.
This is
Stand, my nigga, stand. You were shooting. I was shooting. Now I had my eyes closed. I didn't even look. Anyway, I was shooting.
the
You
point
just caught your own
of this
straight.
is speak. We want to know why United fans suck and why
No, but
Liverpool
for real,
fans are
bro.
great.
Speak. Now you have pressure.
You know what Tino said? I felt that. The way they treat their players,
Nah, fact.
Pogba and them. You know,
Mm-hmm.
unacceptable.
Ooh.
But you know, Liverpool, and they're always energetic.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
do like. I do need to.
Enthusiasm.
I feel like we can all agree that we all need to be there one day, just
Yeah.
holding up the scarves in the beginning.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
my heart,
You know?
even as a United fan, but I don't care. I'll sing. I'll sing along to that.
Oh, well, we're talking
Every
about
day.
Liverpool.
Liverpool.
I thought we were talking about like holding up the scarves in general. Like,
No, I'm just saying Liverpool.
No,
beginning
Liverpool.
of the game, the
Yeah.
fans are there.
no.
Anfield.
Everyone's-
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's
I'll
fine.
be there.
No, it doesn't affect anything.
You
I'm
say
just
no.
not gonna do
Yeah,
it.
it's fine.
Unless you're
This is
facing
what you were
United.
talking about. This is what you were talking about. I want the United fans, the passion and what, and them.
I won't do it.
Ah,
It's
won't.
fine.
I won't do
Wait,
it.
wait, wait.
Guys,
Guys,
It's one of
no.
the big things in football. Is like,
Ah, bro.
Fine,
Anfield
fine.
can suck my penis until we play a cup final there, and I'm holding up United for tech. You don't touch me, boy. I won't do it. I refuse
okay, it's
it.
fine. We
I'll
can
see
still go, and it would be
Wait,
so
second, man.
amazing.
I'll
Yeah.
text you
No.
from the Champions League final then. I'll let
any
you know.
sponsors wanna sponsor us for a trip for that? You know, we
Not
appreciate
me, though,
it.
specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's only for
Cut
4
this
people.
man out.
Yeah.
Only for
Yeah.
4 people. So, get in touch with us. You know, there's the email on the channel.
Hit
Check
us
us
up.
out. Ah.
And that's all we have for you today. On the Not So Grandstands podcast, on the Football Universe.
Hit that song again.
Another freestyle.
Yeah.
Uh,
Freestyle to close us out.
pink drink in my pink cup.
In my pink cup.
In my pink cup.
You know what stinks? Liverpool.
Liverpool stinks.
Arsenal stinks. Ooh ooh.
None of that.
None of that. I have funny raps. Clap back. Cat hat. Dr. Seuss. Dr. Booze from Chelsea fans. I am not a Chelsea man. Chelsea fans go boo. Chelsea fans are spoo.
And Spoo says,
Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Peace.
Out.